after thorough consideration of the various reasons posited by some groups of persons on why the forthcoming general elections needs to be postponed, we Nigerian students hereby salute the courage of Professor Atari Jega, the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission, over the sincere ways he and his team has been handling all the activities leading to the general elections, though we look forward to further improvement in their activities. We also want to admonish him not to succumb to the pressures of some elements that want the election to be postponed. We want to further implore the leadership of INEC to remain fair and resolute in their decision to hold the general elections the days it has been slated for, which is 14th and 28th February 2015. Our observations across the length and breadth of the country, especially in and around our campuses, suggest that the collection of PVC should continue till at least 12th of February 2015. This position rests on the fact that our surveys show that most of the registration centers in and around our campuses have not been visible or deliberately avoided by INEC officials. So this has necessitated our member institutions to embark on enlightenment and voters' education on the collection of PVC and to enlighten students on the need to be involved, on the need not to be involved in electoral violence. We are also using this medium to advise any person or group of persons working clandestinely for the postponement of the elections to desist from such actions, as any attempt to shift the date February 14th and 28th February 2015 for general election will meet with stiff resistance through political and mass actions by our students all across the country. All of the greatest Nigerian students.
Great.
Non-closure of tertiary institutions during the elections. As much as we align with the federal government directive not to close our tertiary institutions, but the movement of students should not be restricted and no lectures should hold, because we have observed that some students did not register on campuses, rather in areas where they reside permanently. So, such students should be allowed to leave the campuses to exercise their voting franchise where they have registered. Nigerian students call for good governance. Bad governance is not only rooted in a bad leadership, but also in bad citizenship, while responsible citizenship can produce a responsible leadership. The sons of sorrow makes the heart bleed. Nigerian students and youth have suffered so much under the present federal government administration, and these sufferings are still fresh in our thoughts. Therefore, history will give us another opportunity to reposition our beloved country, Federal Republic of Nigeria, in the forthcoming general elections slated for 14th and 28th February 2015. As a matter of fact, under this current administration, Nigerian students have suffered unjustly in the following order. The College of Education and Polytechnic students spent nothing less than 13 months at home as a result of the compulsory COASU and ASU strikes. The university students spent 9 months at home for compulsory ASU strike, which paralyzes our 2013-2014 academic section. All of the greatest Nigerian students.
Great.
Many Nigerian student leaders and youths are jobless, and we must never forget the aborted Abuja Ibu Scare immigration recruitment that left about 20 youths dead and several injured with no compensation up to date, while Minister Abba Moro that supervised the process is yet to be questioned or quizzed over the ugly incident. The security of the nation is in shambles as students in the north, central, and eastern part of Nigeria are living in agonies and pains as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. We have also lost students in the past decades in the following orders. 49 Nigerian students died in Pakistan, Yobe State on the 10th November 2014 attack. But the federal government is yet to fulfill its promise to reunite the missing 219 Chibok girls with their families in Chibok, Borno State, since 14th April 2014. The death of 48 Nigerian students in Buniyadi, Yobe State on 25th February 2014 attack. Another 16 students were killed in Bayero University, Kano State in 2012. The nonchalant attitude of the federal government to welfare of Nigerian students in diaspora. Series of reports from Dubai, Ghana, South Africa, Ukraine, and the recent case of death of a 22-year-old Nigerian, Matthew Ajibade, on January 2nd, 2015, in an isolated cell of Savannah Police Station in Georgia, United States, which the federal government of Nigeria are yet to respond to any further investigation about what led to the death of this young talented Nigerian up to date. As a matter of fact, my greatest Nigerian student, if you refuse to stand up for something, you will fall for anything. And freedom is not freely given to the oppressed until you fight for it. We can feel the heartbeat of Nigerian students and their search for a better Nigeria. We Nigerian students are in dire need of change. We are using this medium to appeal to all critical stakeholders in Nigeria to please place our collective national interests above their selfish interests, as we have no other country other than Nigeria, and there is no point in allowing this election to tear us apart. The Nigerian students also strongly support that the election should not be postponed, as INEC has assured the general populace that they are ready for the election. All political parties should play by the rules, and the peace accord signed by all presidential candidates.